What is economics? Economics has a number of terminologies that can be confusing for someone who isn't well versed in the subject. It is easy to get information overload when you read articles about econ. However, familiarizing yourself with this field is an essential skill to equip. It is incredibly beneficial if you understand the basic terminologies in the complexity of this world. It serves as your guide and prevents you from being fooled. This video will serve as your guide to help you understand some of the most common terms used in economics so that you can follow along with the discussions on the topic. Pennywise, the channel focuses on exploring wealth and increasing savings through life-changing practices about personal finance, money earning and management tips, avoiding hoaxes, and so much more. Our goal is to equip you with a penny-wise mindset through your journey to fund and help you experience the life you desire. So please join us on this exciting adventure by clicking the subscribe button below. What comes into your mind when you hear the word economics? By definition, economics can be defined in various ways. It's the study of scarcity, how people utilize resources, and respond to incentives, or the study of decision making. It frequently involves subjects such as money and economics, but it isn't always about money. Economics is a broad field that aids us in comprehending historical trends, interpreting current events, and making predictions about the future. Economics is divided into two categories: microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics focuses on individuals and business decisions. It covers the smaller scale of the community. It refers to the study of human and corporate choices about resource allocation and pricing strategies. It considers taxes, rules, governmental legislation, and human decisions and preferences. It takes a bottom-up approach since analysts examine the root up to the top of the branch. A few primary facets of microeconomics are the law of supply and demand, the relationship between the demands of the buyers and the supplies of the seller or capitalists. The rise and fall of one aspect affect the other. Economic equilibrium, a state in the market where the supply and demand are balanced. Theories of production, a fundamental concept in economics that looks at how items and services are produced. Labor economics. This principle examines the interactions between workers and employers to see if there are any trends in pay, employment, or income. Macroeconomics deals with a nation's economic activity and how its policies influence the economy as a whole. It covers national and government economic policies. It studies broad industries and economies rather than individuals or specific companies, which explains why it's a top-down approach. It looks at the whole economic situation as a whole and not the particular angle of the community. Important terminologies to remember and understand in macroeconomics are gross domestic product, the total monetary value of all completed items and services produced within a country's borders over a particular time period. It serves as a comprehensive scorecard of a specific country's economic health as a whole. Gross national product, or index, the value of all goods and services produced in a country by its citizens, regardless of where they are manufactured. Inflation, the general increase in price levels over a given period of time. Inflation is often a general term, such as the overall increase in prices or the rise in living costs in a nation. Unemployment rate. The number of people who do not have work, are actively seeking work, and are available for work. It is the proportion of persons in the labor force who are unemployed. It's calculated by dividing the number of unemployed people by the total number of people in the labor force, employed or unemployed, and then multiplying that figure by 100. Taxes refer to a fee or charge levied by any government on an individual or organization in order to raise funds for the provision of the finest service and infrastructure. Who studies economics? People who devote themselves to studying economics are economists. Professors, government advisors, consultants, and private sector employees are just a few of the many occupations that economists have. They evaluate programs, examine human behavior, and explain social trends using theoretical models or empirical data. And their insights influence everything from public policy to individual choices. They analyze the possible trend of inflation, production costs, supply, demand, etc., using data from the country and the world. Should I care about the economy? Absolutely yes. Economics has a large influence on everyone's life. Understanding economic ideas can help you understand the news, make financial decisions, create public policy, and perceive the world in different light. It does not matter what stage you are in your life, your financial status, your age, etc. Even a newly born infant is affected by the economy of the country they were born in and or a citizen of. To give you an idea of the chain of economics, let us assess the situation. A student's access to education and their essential resources are heavily influenced by the economic status of the country. A country with bad economic standing may lessen the budget for education, cut down employees to save money, etc., which then leads us to the world of employment. If the parents are struggling to find work or living paycheck to paycheck, it will be a dilemma for them and the student to continue education. Most out-of-school youths are victims of bad economic policies. Without sufficient education and skills, being a functional and decent citizen is challenging to achieve. Inflation affects the prices of goods and services in the country. What would happen if the prices keep on getting higher and higher, but the country's average salary rate could not keep up with it? The country's poverty rate would then be affected. With more and more people on the poverty line, unemployed individuals, and unskilled citizens, who would fuel the taxes of the country? Chances are raised income taxes of working individuals. The trend of the economy and the decisions of the people in power affects everyone in the country and its citizens like a domino effect. Employment, health, education, entertainment, etc., are all affected by economics. This is enough reason for you to care and explore this aspect. Understanding economics gives us the power also to improve our individual lives. Everything we do is included in this domino, and with more people knowing about it, maybe it could lead to a better country. If you want to learn more about finances, consider subscribing by clicking the big red button below and ringing the notification bell to get notified when we upload new videos. Feel free to like and comment your thoughts so we'll know your feedback. Thanks for tuning in, and see you again in our next video.